everyone. It is Friday morning. My video is late. I'm like the worst person in the whole entire world. But anyways, this is Transcribers. This is week 5, and the topic today is the LGBTQ. I'm not going to go in there's Q, I, F, A for allies, but anyways. So they're missing a few letters, but I'm going to put this over here so I can read the questions over here. So I apologize again that this is late, and yeah, that I just woke up just to make this video. So it's about 7:30 in the morning. And so how do you feel the T should be included in the LGBTQ community? Why or why not? I think that it should, even though it doesn't necessarily deal with sexual orientation, which most of the other syllable or the other letters deal with, but it's what I really feel that the LGBTQ community is all about is being different, is being queer. Like, queer is identified as being different. So, you know, T is being different than what your normal gender, your normal sex was. So I think it is kind of in the same category, but definitely not because of the sexual orientation, and it has something to do with sexual orientation and gender. So I think it should be included because, I mean, there's a lot of attractive trans people out there, and I would want them more in my community than the straight community, but that's what I'm just saying. Do you think there's any kind of hierarchy in the GLBT community? For sure. I don't know any type of GLBTQ community that doesn't make fun of bisexual people, which I think is really lame. And I actually had an instance at work that the first person that I came out to as being that I told that my partner was trans, he is a super hippie guy, and he's like, so what does that make you? Weren't you a lesbian before? And I was like, yes, I was a lesbian before, and now I identify as queer. So, you know, I don't look at gender, I don't look at sex, I look at the person, and that's how I identify as. And he's like, so that means you're bisexual, right? I'm like, no, I identify as queer. He's like, no, that makes you bisexual because you like males or females. And I'm like, oh, I hate people that do that. Like, why can't I make up my own sexual orientation? Why do people have to put it on me? So, yeah, definitely gay people, gay men, I think, above everyone. Gay men and lesbians. I mean, this kind of goes in the order of the lettering. GL first, B, T, and then Q. So, but again, there is also Q for queer, Q for questioning, I for intersexed, A for allies, and F for this new one. I don't know if you guys know, but it means fluid, that your sexuality is fluid. I don't know what it means really, but anyways. And there's also pansexual. So, do you personally feel a part of the GLBT community? Does your partner? Tyler, not so much. Sometimes when he's around other trans guys, but for the most part, he feels like he is a straight man. He only likes women. So at the same time, I was huge in the community before Tyler came out. So it is kind of weird to be walking down the street, and I loved the people saw me as a lesbian. I don't know why, but like I don't know if I want to say that I love that attention, but I kind of did. And now walking down the street holding the hands of what obviously looks like a full male, I don't get that attention anymore. But at the same time, like, I like to go, hee, you don't know. So, yeah, I do feel part of the community, kind of still. Because I still identify as queer. I find women attractive. So, yeah. Like I said earlier, my partner does identify more with the straight community. And is there such a thing? Kind of not. It's just like, if you don't identify as queer or something in that letterage, then you're straight. I don't think there's really a community of, there's not a men liking women youth group, you know? So, I mean, there is, but that's just called, like, church group. But anyways, if you were queer identified before Did you roll or lack of the word? And community change. Do you feel part or like you belong to the LGBT? Yes. Just because that's I feel most comfortable in the GLBT. Can I just say queer, because I hate messing up all the words. So I feel most relevant in the queer community just because that's where my people's at, you know? And yeah, and I like being different than the norm. So I like hanging out with people that bend rules and don't give a fuck, and so yeah. Area do we have? I think it is easier in my community to be FTM, female to male, than male to female. I really don't know why. Probably about the whole masculine and feminine thing. So it's easier for a butch woman to dress in pants and dress like a guy and have her hair short than for a feminine man to wear skirts and wear his hair long. So, I mean, even though I live in the Bay Area, well, ish now, kind of in Sacramento, and San Francisco, you see way more FTNs than MTFs, which I think is kind of sad, just because they're still beautiful people and they need to be recognized and supported and know that they're loved. So, there is no problem with. I should probably ask the questions first before I start answering them. How do GLBTQ minus the T people in your area feel about transgendered people? How do you know? I haven't from what I've experienced and what I've dealt with Tyler and being trans, there's no problem at all. Not really. I mean, they're very accepting, so I think it's fine. And yep, that is it. I think this was an interesting topic. I probably wouldn't have chosen it, but I like talking about it. So yeah, I guess I will catch you guys all on the flip side, and hopefully next time, yes, it will. Positive thinking. Positive thinking. It is all about positive thinking. My video will be on time next week, and I won't look like all haggard. That's my new favorite word. And anyways, yeah, maybe next time I'll wear a bra or something. But anyways, okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.